You pay me nothing when I'm done. Because you can't charge for a life. Anybody who charges for a life is not, to me, doing what is right. God gives us everything.
God's purpose.
And I think it's this picture you had on Facebook, wasn't it?
It's probably that picture.
Yeah. This is a clearer one. We can't take that one out, can we?
Yes, we can.
Can we? I say I need something to hold in my hands.
So
I can hold this, but there's plastic.
Okay.
I can come off too.
Can I come off?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. We got it.
Okay, yeah.
Colored,
I was gonna say
colored
that
is
picture would be
better. Colored is better.
That's
but,
perfect.
It's an
okay,
older,
yeah. That's good. I just need my Java to psych up a little higher there. I'm slow, I apologize.
Oh, don't.
That's okay. You can put that there. I told him he can record. I just don't want any pictures. I've never ever advertised, and I don't do this for publicity. Never. Your child is not a publicity stunt.
You're right. A lot of people have done it.
Oh, I know. I know. When Annette mentioned it last night, and I said, I don't know the name. I said, nobody's called me on it. And I don't call. When you're ready to come to me, God will send you to me. It's as simple as that.
I recently had a famous producer from the
that.
United States make a big mistake and use my son's picture. I don't know if it was clickbait or what, but it was, their company is called Jelly Smack. They do movies and everything, and I actually had to call
I
them
watched the movie Clickbait.
Well, it's not the, yeah, but they just used his picture as clickbait, and they mixed up two stories.
Oh!
So they told this horrific story and used Dylan's picture and everything. It was
Oh, good.
horrible.
So I hope you're going to get a lot of money back from that.
They did give me some money back, and they did the proper story and made it right.
Good.
But yeah, I run into that all the time. It's
And
sad.
keep checking, because unfortunately you are going to run into that.
A lot.
And that's where the problem comes in. It's not right. No two ways
We
about
are
it.
doing a movie. I have 2 movie producers. We're doing a Netflix original
I'll tell you something.
for
That's-
Dylan documentary.
Yeah, and I think that's great.
That
There's
is a great
3 other
thing.
cases that I worked on. And I told the parents, I said, the only place you can go now, and I said, you're going to think I'm crazy, is Dr. Phil. I said, RCMP aren't going to do jack shit. I swear you're going to have to tolerate me. I said, RCMP are not going to do a thing. They don't care. Oh, when something comes in, oh, look, we have new evidence. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil is the best.
Well, Dr.
Get
Phil
stuff
has... Dr. Phil has the best investigators there are that you can find. And it's like I told him, I said, that's the only other way to go. I said, because I'm getting older and I can't go out in the field anymore. I'd be doing face plants every time I turn around. But the thing is that there's so many greedy people out there. And it's crazy. I just don't agree with it, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, what I was getting, sometimes I sit and play my games to psych up too. It helps, the colors. I'm ADD, so try being
That's
ADD and
interesting.
dyslexic at 72. That, yeah, woo! It's like you're on a trip the whole day. Seriously. It's, the thing is, what I was getting as I was thinking of his name, because I hadn't seen the picture for quite a while, is that, was he with his grandmother
Yeah.
when that happened?
Yes.
Okay. Annette's the one who mentioned it to me, but she did not tell me about the grandmother. If I know something already, I'm going to tell you I already know it. Simple as that. She mentioned something about an Ola. I said, I don't know him. And she said, I don't know. She said, I think he should go see you. I said, well, whatever. I said, he'll come and see me in his time. So you're here.
And I'm here.
And the, which grandmother was it? Is it your mother or her mother?
Her mother.
Okay. He's quite the little going concern, wasn't he?
No, he didn't
I'm going to
stop.
say wasn't he, because when I seen his picture, the first thing I got that he is cold. That's why I want the photo. Okay? I hate telling parents that. That's not my favorite thing to do.
Chills.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me that. I do that. I don't mean to. Were they... Does she live in Riverview?
The grandmother?
Yeah,
She lives in Truro, Nova Scotia.
Truro, Nova Scotia.
Elizabeth Street.
Why the hell am I getting Riverview? What am I getting with that?
Riverview.
The view of the river. Riverview is beside the Chocolate River.
Oh, right. Yeah. So is that where he is missing?
Nobody knows for sure. His boots were found in a brook, and the brook leads into the Salmon River. The Salmon River leads into the Bay of Fundy and then the Atlantic.
Thank you, because I was getting fish and I didn't know why. That was my next question. Why am I getting fish? Okay. He's not down this end. You're wasting your time in the...
Atlantic. Well, not Atlantic, but the
yeah.
close proximity.
He is gone. I don't think it's in the way that you think it is, though. I'm not sure. Give me a minute. Now, if I start crying,
It's okay.
you're going
I'm
to
here for
tolerate
you.
me, because if he connects, if he comes through, that's usually the first, with children, that's usually the first thing I do. I don't do it on purpose.
It comes out.
It's there. Salmon River. Where in the hell? I want maps. I don't know where I'm going here. Can you find me maps?
Yep, I got it for you.
See, I don't even know that. I bought it for the game, seriously. Okay. Thank you.
Sorry.
It would have taken me 3 hours to find that. She's not in Bible Hill, right?
No, that's where Dylan's from. Bible Hill.
Oh, that's where Dylan's from?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't know. I've only been there up that area once. I worked on the Butterbox babies.
Basically, Bible Hill is this side, and then Truro is the opposite side.
Oh, okay. Okay, so this is where you're following, right?
Mm-hmm.
Going down to the site and the Fundy Discovery?
Yeah.
Was it coming on to spring when he went missing?
Yes.
He had rain boots on, but he didn't have a heavy coat on. He had a sweater, didn't he?
He had a jacket.
Jacket, light jacket, or
Wasn't it that one?
It's the one he's wearing.
that one there? I don't know why I'm getting him in
Do
the
you
sweater.
know that 100%? Because that's exactly what I was thinking this morning.
I don't know because I wasn't there that day. But
Yeah.
that they said that he was wearing, well, exactly what he's wearing there. The camo pants, the jacket.
I'm getting the pants, but not the jacket. I'm getting a sweater. He might have, typical kid, he might have taken the jacket off if he was getting hot. I can remember my son, I used to yell at him, put your jacket on.
Very common.
When the boots were found, were they upright?
They were. One was in a shopping cart, so it was underwater.
Where was the other one?
It was underwater.
As well, both.
Yeah, further down.
Boots do not come off of anybody when they're drowned.
Many people have said that.
I don't know, but they don't. That I know for that fact of some of the cases that I've worked on. They're so busy searching the rivers that I get pissed off some of the time. You're going to have to forgive me. The RCMP are as useless as tits on a bowl.
I have a hearing coming up. I'm going up against them for the wrongdoings in my son's investigation. So yeah, we've seen it. Big time.
I got an investigation opened into an investigation. I think I got about 5 speeding tickets at a red light after that. The guy come up to me, he says, from someone higher up. I said, go back and tell Bellevue the bitch ain't backing off. So then I sold the van. And it's not the first time the RCMP have screwed up. I'm going to tell you that right now. They could be sitting here and I would tell them. They, okay. The boots were purposely thrown in the river. It's, if I do that, is that going to go? Oh, there we go, look. Yay. What I want is the, see, I'm used to the old maps. I didn't have all this crap when I used to go out in the field. And I'm probably going to get lost here in a minute. You'll have to bring me back, so.
I think Jason knows the map pretty well.
Do I?
He knows that map pretty well in that area.
I can imagine. There's a case that I worked on. We finally got her exhumed. Took us 2 years. We had to go in the back door, do it legally, to get past the RCMP because they just kept laughing at the parents. Once we exhumed the body, it was no laughing matter anymore. Okay, so I've never been up in this area, but this is what I'm getting here, the old Pictou Road. Why am I getting the old Pictou Road? Any reason?
Want to repeat that, sorry? What did you say, sorry?
I don't know why. I've never been, the only place I've ever been is where the Butterbox babies are. Okay. I worked on that case for a little bit. Well, for 3 years actually. And the one thing I want to tell you now, psychics never solve a case. We give you pieces of the puzzle. Any psychic that ever tells you they solved a case, they're full of shit. Okay? We can help you so far, but then it's you and the police that are going to do the footwork, and you're doing the rest of it, not us. So that's what you got to remember.
Yeah.
If you do go see someone else, it won't hurt my feelings. But make sure you ask them how much first and how long does it take. If they say half an hour, say no thanks, because they're putting a time limit on your son's time. Now, I'm here for him. Don't misunderstand me, okay? I feel bad for you guys, I really do. I have 2 children, I have 5 grandchildren. Anything like that ever happened to them, I don't know what I'd do. So I really know where you're coming from. And it's not easy when you have vultures out there. But why am I getting the old Pictou Road?
Old Pictou Road.
Maybe cabin?
The what?
I don't know why you get Old Pictou Road. It's in the Bible Hillside, I think.
Down on the bottom shelf there's a spiral scribbler. See it?
This?
Okay. There's a pen right next on the mess. Yeah, the mess on my little table. I have everything handy to me.
Do you want me to write that?
Yeah, Old Pictou Road. I don't know why. It's more so in around, like, give me a minute. Now, what was I going to do?
Oh, sit here.
Being psychic has nothing to do with having a brain. I'm going to tell you that ahead of time. Seriously. One of the parents looked at me one day and she looked at me and she goes, "How can you do this?" I said, "Why?" She said, "You forgot where you turned." I said, "Directions have frig all to do with being psychic." I said, "Believe me." Okay, he is directing me to... Where are you going, little guy? So they found no jacket, nothing.
They didn't find footprints, broken branches. They found nothing.
No, those boots were thrown in there. Okay, now I want to keep this one. How do you save this? Seriously, I'm not bullshitting you. How do you save this?
Screenshot?
I don't know how to do a screenshot.
I'll do it for you. Well, I think it's not the same on everything, so
Go for it.
we'll take a picture. And I can write anything down.
Okay. For some reason or other, he's taking me in around here, in around the Pictou Road. I don't know why. I don't know what's there.
The river runs there, but...
Well, the river runs there, but I don't know. Give me a minute. What am I looking for here? Hang on. Oh, nope, that ain't gonna do it. Look at that, you have a psychic without a brain. Oh, this is what I want. There. This is my kind of map. Show me where the grandmother lives, please. Rough idea, give or take.
Do you want to just type it in?
No, I'm pretty well here. Just right around here.
Right around here?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Street?
Elizabeth Street, so it's there somewhere. Yeah, right here, I think.
Right in there?
Yeah, that's the ball field, so she's right here.
Right in there.
No, I'm on the wrong side, sorry. So
That's all right.
Where are we? You can just type it in, Elizabeth Street. How do you do that? Right here?
Yeah, go for it, girl. You're the one doing it. See, me, everything was with the old maps. All the old maps. And I can follow an old map, but these are all new to me. Elizabeth Street. Okay, you got it in there, so I can't see it. Jesus.
Elizabeth Street right here.
Right
so that's
there.
the street you went missing on. So this whole area right here.
All right. Is her house blue?
No, her house is right there.
You're
Right there?
Yes, it's blue.
Yeah,
Is
it's
it blue?
yes.
Okay. I don't know. I'm just seeing roofs.
So she's
but I'm
on
getting
this
blue.
side. their vehicle right there.
Okay. I'm getting blue.
Blue like your dress.
So now, when he went missing, he was what, 4?
He just turned 3.
Just turned 3. Okay, so I'm getting 4 going on 5 right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This was 2 years ago, 3
No,
years?
he would be going on 6. He'd be 5 right now.
Okay. It's what makes no sense to me. She kept him before. She never had a problem keeping an eye on him, right?
Yep. As far as I knew.
Good point.
No, say whatever you're going to say.
That was my point. Good point.
Well, she never had an
She
eye.
watched him before.
Yeah. And I'm not getting that he was near the river. I'm sorry. I am not getting that he was near the river. I don't like telling you that, but I have to. That's why you're here.
That's why I'm here.
Where is the... There's Salmon River. So this kid, 3-year-old kid, would have to walk all the way from here
No.
to over there.
That's where see this little brook, Leper Brook?
Yeah.
His first boot was right there. Right in that little, I touched there. Right there is where his boot was found.
And wasn't the other one like here?
The other one was right by the bridge here. Right here.
Well, I'd be following the damn bridge, wouldn't I?
It didn't go in the river.
No,
the boots didn't
it
go in
didn't.
the river.
No. So, you got one boot in one place.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You got the other boot in the other place. The boot did not go in the river, the second one, right?
No, just they were
Okay.
both in the brook.
So, didn't the cops look at this? That's stupid. Never mind. Stupid question on my part. You have a 3-year-old child that is walking this distance. And for a 3-year-old child, that's quite a distance.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That's
they go...
exactly what I said. For his age, my son was the same age. With those boots, he would have been like stump.
Yeah.
Somebody would have seen the kid walking alone.
So, and he'd be dragging his feet. So
Yeah.
you'd see, it's a typical kid. Especially if it's winter boots.
And they were a size too big.
They drag.
They were rain boots.
Rain boots?
Yeah.
They still drag.
Yeah.
I used to yell at my son all the time, pick your feet up. So I have a son. I know. I want to see where this road leads to.
That's Elizabeth Street? It's a dead end.
Dead end Elizabeth Street, yes.
So
if he was going to go anywhere, he might have gone to the end of the street, if that. Because Elizabeth Street has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses down he'd have to go. There's the path, okay. So any typical 3-year-old kid, okay, what time was it? Was it roughly about maybe 3 p.m., 4 p.m., give or take?
1:24 p.m.
1:24 p.m., okay. Any typical kid would get about here and say, I'm tired, and maybe sit down, and then get up and go back home. Okay. She hadn't... Were they supposed to go somewhere and she told him to wait for her?
We don't know. We're not sure. We feel like she's been lying, not telling the whole truth.
Yeah, she is. I hate it when parents and grandparents do that. It's like, where is his mother now?
In Truro.
Okay. You can pull this up again, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. My old one, I used to be able to bring up 2 tabs. This one I can't. I don't know why. It's just, oh, shit. What I want. Okay, I gotta go to Google again. I retired as a manager in a call center. Shocking, isn't it?
I'm sure you
For
did a
credit
good job.
cards. I did. I was there a long while. I loved it. But following this stuff, it's altogether different. What's the closest town around there? Bible Hill, whatever? What is
Bible
it?
Hill. He went missing in Truro, and Bible Hill is where he was from. It's just a tiny bridge that separates us.
That would have been 2021. He went, no,
2020.
2021 he went missing?
2020.
2020. Oh, they always give me Pennsylvania. I don't know why. Oh, because there's Bible Hill there too, right.
Should I write Bible Hill down?
Yep. Please. Why is it not giving it? Oh, because I got it all shit together. Okay. Give me a minute. I said I did it for 51 years. I didn't say I could spell. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Okay, so have you fellas checked the sex offenders, the pedophile lists?
Yep.
Any of them that were let out in that area?
There was a few in that area, and there's a halfway house just down the road from the grandmother's.
Lovely.
Yeah, so anybody and everybody could have been in that area.
Yep. And that's what I'm getting at, because it's like, I got them all in a clump, that's why. Sometimes we'll get stuff and it's in a clump, and that's why I have to ask questions, because I got this whole clump of really idiotic people in one spot, and nobody seems to be questioning them, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, we need Google Maps again. There you go, dear. All yours.
Google Maps, you said? Do you have the app or?
Nope. I told you, I don't Google.
Google. I just Google.
Well, that's okay. Don't matter. Annette will call me sometimes and say, do you see this? No.
Okay.
Well, on Google. Annette, you're asking me about Google.
Right now it's on. How do you go back? Okay. Do you have anything else like a Google?
Nope. Just go in up top. Go here. Oh, gotta go there to get rid of that. And you gotta put Google in there. Google.com.
Okay, I was
in
going
there.
to say the website probably.
Yeah,
you go,
there you
that's
go. Okay.
Map. And Elizabeth or
The why?
Elizabeth Street? Or are you good?
Well, I'm going to go here again for a minute. So this is where you put it, right? I don't want to go to Elizabeth Street, though. Oh, shit. For some reason or other, I may be totally wrong. And it's a possibility. As of yet, I haven't, but I'm never going to say never. Okay? There's always that possibility. I'm getting that he was taken. I'm not getting that he drowned. Because when I get drowning, I can feel it. If someone died of a heart attack, I can feel it. If someone died of pneumonia, I can feel it. I don't feel that with him. I feel him that he can't breathe. Okay? He may have been suffocated, but I can't get everything around it. And there's Kleenex over there, dear. You guys wouldn't be the first one at my table to cry. Let it out. Because if you don't, it turns to anger, and you don't want that. But I don't know if anyone else has told you that. And I hate telling you that, but it's the two boots don't make sense. You're not going to find one at the bridge. The kid did not walk to the bridge and throw the other boot in the water. You see what I'm saying?
Walk.
And then walk with one boot. He would have taken the other boot off and gone home crying, I lost the boot. Right?
And it was still cold. It wasn't that hot out.
Exactly.
No, it's amazing.
So, a lot of people say I'm cold. I don't mean to be.
Brutally
With
honest.
me, it's either black or white. There's no gray area. And I do come across as very cold at times, and I apologize for that. But that's how I am.
Yeah.
What I want is, okay, we're going to go to Pictou Road. I don't know why. That's where oh yeah, okay, beautiful, lovely. Go ahead, say whatever you want to say.
I'm saying the camp thing, the shed or what, the shack or whatever that was supposed to be the...
Oh, the shacks. Another medium was talking about shacks. Have you ever heard of Carol Pate? Psychic. She was on the TV show Psychic Investigator. She worked alongside cops, and she did a reading in something to do with shacks and the 30-mile radius.
It is a possibility. I'm not going to say she's wrong.
No,
she uses it for a living. I don't. I make my living.
Yeah.
It's a gift that I have. God gave it to me, and I use it for what it's supposed to be for. If you want a reading, I'll charge you for a reading because that helps me to pay for what I need to be able to work on the cases. It's like the old saying goes, use it or lose it is the thing. No difference. Mm-hmm. But if you got 3 kids missing, and I told this to a psychic one time, and she just stared at me. She didn't know what to say. I said, you got 3 kids missing. I said, you have Donald Trump's. I said, you got the guy who owns Sport Tech, whatever. I said, then you have the welfare child at the end. I said, which child are you going to look for? All same age, missing same day. I said, which child are you going to look for?
Trump's.
That's what she said too. I said, why? Well, I'd get paid. I said, wrong. I said, you look for the one that's hot because the other two are already cold and there's nothing you can do for them. You don't look for the money. You look for, if the other two are already cold, you know there's nothing you can do. You look for the hot one. That's the one that's still alive. She didn't know what to say. I like doing that every now and again. I'm a bitch. I can't help it. Okay, Pictou Road. I just put it in there. I can't find it. Jesus. Try this again. Well, yeah, there it is. Okay. Boop. Right there. Gotcha. Okay, so.
Have you been on Pictou Road?
Yeah, it's in Bobble Hill.
The what?
Yeah, I've been on Pictou Road. It's in Bobble Hill.
You gotta speak up, dear. I'm getting old.
I've been on Pictou Road. It's in Bobble Hill. It's one of the main roads.
Okay, I don't know. Like I said, last time I was there and it was way in the 80s. I'm not getting a campground. And it may not be a camp that she's seen. It could be a camper. Okay? It's a possibility. The police didn't check anything except for the river, right? Yeah. I am getting the number 7. Okay? And I'm also getting a 5 and an 11. Those can be numbers in around finding him. What I want is how far. Okay, I think I got this now. Give me a minute. I think.
Did I bring my phone in? Oh. Just in case it's for the baby.
That's not what I want. Where is it? What I want is, how do you get from Elizabeth Street? Can you put in Elizabeth Street
To Pictou Road?
to Pictou Road,
Yeah.
please?
Or do you want to do it?
Go
You
ahead.
really know how.
I don't care. One of yous. Because I'm doing it wrong. It keeps blacking me out. Whoever was there, somebody asked him if he was lost. Okay. Where's who what?
So,
Pictou Road, Bible Hill.
yeah.
So you, oh shit.
Okay, so
It's all right, we're good.
Oh.
As long as I got it. So Pictou Road is the 104, right? Please say yes or I'm lost again. Trans-Canada is the 104, forget it. I totally screwed it up. Okay, here we got the Salmon River. Just put in Elizabeth Street again, and I'll follow it. Would you believe I just got rid of all my old maps last week? I told my caregiver, I said, I won't be using these anymore. Yep. Okay. I can do that and it's not going anywhere. Oh, good. Okay, we're good. Okay. So you have Elizabeth Street. She lives here.
Yeah.
Right?
And if
And
you
it's-
were to go to...
Very popular street on the other like.
Yeah, no shit. No, seriously, it's
I was shocked at the traffic. I was like, and nobody saw the kid.
yeah, that's the whole thing. And nobody seems to be thinking of that. somebody would have seen him. Okay? At least one person out of that whole bunch would have seen a child that is similar to him at least. There's no two ways about it. So if he went down here, okay, have you walked that distance since he's been missing?
I've walked that in almost the whole Bay of Fundy.
I know. You're going to get mad at me, but that's okay. Most people do. We're good. I would like you to go back and walk that street again and time it.
Okay.
Walk the street the way a 3-year-old would walk it.
I would have to get you to do that. I'm legally not allowed on that street right now.
Okay.
The grandmother put a peace bond.
I actually did it, but it took...
It's over in April, so...
He wouldn't make it in 5 minutes. He would have to take, like, over 5 minimum. Over 5.
If you're walking the way a 3-year-old goes, it's going to be at least 15 to 20 minutes.
And if he'd be running, I'd say still, like, 5 minimum. Like, it needs to be over 5.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, give or take.
But now you got to think of a 3-year-old who's wearing boots that are too big, dragging his feet. Okay, you are looking at more like 15 minutes because he's going to stop. He's tired, looking around. Okay.
Distractions.
Yep, typical kid. So by the time he gets from here to here, you're looking at a good 20 minutes. Easy.
But
which gives anybody time to see him.
the cops think he went behind the fence out front and went in the back into the woods. And that's why no one's seen him. But that's
such an easy thing to get away with, isn't it?
Ashley said he typically would try to run onto the Queen Street side when she's seen him try to take off a few times.
And I do agree with her.
They typically would go the same way that they tried to run off to begin with.
Yeah.
And which way was that?
Towards Elizabeth Street. Or Queen, sorry. So
over here. Because what I'm getting, if his boot was found over here, or in handy here somewhere, okay, right about there, give or take.
Yeah, give or take. It's more like...
Go ahead.
The exact spot. Oh,
in the corner?
right there. Right
Okay, there. Now, here you have a straightaway going through. So, according to them, they went in the backyard and all through this shrub, trees, shit that's growing in the spring, to go to the brook.
It would be easier
And
for
you
him
got
to
the
run
brook.
to the end of the street and go in right here. 'Cause
Exactly.
there's a little trail.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense.
It really
None of
doesn't.
it. Not a lick of sense.
Nancy Grace said the same thing from the United States.
The one who...
She goes on Dr. Phil and Dr. Oz.
Yeah.
She's famous.
She's good.
She did. She worked with me with Dylan.
She's good. She's good. She is.
She's a good team. U.S. Marshals and stuff.
She's good. I'm not the only psychic around, but the only thing that pisses me off, a lot of them are doing it for money, and that is a piss off. Okay, so you got Leper Brook here. Leper Brook does not run that heavy.
Not all the time, no.
So in the spring it runs a little heavier.
Yeah.
But at that point in time of the spring where he went missing, you still had a lot of ice in there. A few chunks here and there.
Yeah, there'd be.
So he would have gotten caught up somewhere.
That's, yeah.
And he didn't.
With all the debris, he should have. I've had a professional diver that's...
Yeah.
I'm going to testify against Chief McNeil in my hearing, and he bets
That's
his
McNeil?
Chief McNeil, yeah. He's the one that delayed on everything. It's messy.
Yeah. And the worst part with the RCMP, and I've said it to their face.
It's worse than that. They're not even the RCMP. That's just a small town Truro police.
Yeah,
They didn't
call in anybody.
Yeah. They waited to call in search and rescue. They waited 3 hours.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Should have been 10 minutes.
Okay, so one boot was found back there. I know I'm repeating myself. I got a reason. And the other boot was found up on the bridge. Is that a railway bridge or a road?
Tracks.
Tracks.
You've got a main station just over here where they load and unload. Not people, but right here you can see it's huge. It's all train yard.
Okay. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you. In, out, and around. What is this? Did anybody check this? What is that part?
I'm not sure. I like to say I have searched, but
Yeah, no,
I
it's
can't be sure.
Well, there's one search I went on, and I was really starting to get tired because that was 2 searches that weekend. And I said, and I told the woman, I said, number 1, today is a special day for you somehow or other. And I said, he always swore he'd never hurt you. And she said, that's true. She said, this is my birthday and it's also our anniversary. I said, you'll find him in a 3. And 3 days later, they found him 5 feet from where he stopped me. He said, I'm not going to let you find me today. They found him 5 feet from there. So what I'm getting with him, he's not upset with you. He knows that you looked for him. Okay, I gotta whoop, a little bit more. This is where the train, nope, shit, lost it again.
Right there.
Right there. Okay, from there, what I want is Pictou Road. Where am I going? Work with me.
Walk Street. Where am I at here? Is this the bridge? It's okay.
See, he knows where he's going. I have no clue.
This main Pictou's should be up this way. This main street. That's College. Pictou's right here.
Okay, that's what I thought. Thank you. So we have,
That's really close.
yeah. So we have, shit, where'd it go?
Okay, we're go back
Elizabeth
to-
Street. Where's...
So that's the ball field. Elizabeth Street's by the ball.
Okay. And so, go away. So this is Pictou Road here, right? So, yeah, anybody walking could very easily
Yeah, that's Pictou right here.
go to Pictou Road. You see what I'm saying? All right. I want to see where Pictou Road cuts off over here. So there's the...
So this is Main
main-
Street. That's where Pictou ends.
Okay, that's what I want. I want Elizabeth Street though again. Right here.
Yep.
No. Yeah, here.
Yep, you got it.
Got it.
It's like
So
right
there's
across from each
this.
other.
That's the little island you were pointing at earlier.
Yeah. That's an island?
Well, I don't know what it is, but it looks
Okay. Oh, Salmon River's there. All right.
like Sand Island.
So Pictou Road is not that far from it, is it?
No.
Really, per se.
Is it that one? The yellow?
Yeah, yellow's Pictou.
Right there. So if you come
Colleges,
down
right-
here, I want to see what the words are. Is there anything in there? I think the reason I kept getting the dinosaurs is there a store in there or park in there that has a dinosaur in it or something? Work with me, people. We're
there's
getting close here.
Canadian Dollar Store that would have it. There's a park just off College Road.
Is there a dinosaur at that park?
Just a sec. Guest drive, so that's where Dylan lived, right here. And the park's
Who?
right here. My son, that's right here is where we lived.
That's
very
where the mother
close.
lived.
That's where the mother lives still today, and then that's the park. I don't know if there's a dinosaur in that park, but there's a park right there.
Okay,
And the
Cobequid
Salmon River's
Trail.
just back there.
So that's why I'm getting Bible Hill and Elizabeth Road. You fellows were already separated when that happened?
We were in a no contact order, and then we got back together. Dylan was missing, and then we've been separated for 8 months, 9 months now.
I will tell you one thing. The grieving will get a little bit easier, but it'll never go away. Even with finding them, it still doesn't bring closure. A lot of people say, well, it brings closure. No, it doesn't. I don't want to be
You know, but it still hurts.
yeah, you'll always have that empty spot. I'm just going to give you a heads up on that. That is not I can't fill that empty spot for you.
No, I know.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Thank you for saying that.
The what?
I said thank you for saying that.
But it's
I think
true.
you needed to hear it.
It's true. My brother died at 20, and I still have that empty spot, and that was in 63, and I'm 71 now, so it's,
Yeah.
I was 11 when he died, but that empty spot's always there, and then unfortunately it will never be filled, because that was his spot, nobody else's.
Yeah.
So what I'm looking at here is, the reason I'm looking is because you have, that's why I wish I had a
Bigger map?
that's why I used to go with the other ones. If you make what I'm trying to do is make a triangle here. Everything happens in a triangle. Always. Always, always. Okay. Okay, so Park Road, there's the park. Adams Street, blah, 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 Victoria Park. We got to go back here again to Elizabeth Road. Where the hell am I?
Elizabeth Street.
Right here. Leper Brook. Where to go? Down there. Okay, I'm lost again.
Looking for Elizabeth?
Yeah,
Oh, it's back here. So Leper Brook's right here.
there it is. Okay.
We're not quite to Elizabeth, though.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going to Elizabeth.
There's the train.
Right over here. Somewhere. I think it's back here, isn't it?
No.
No?
I'm lost
You
now.
got Leper Brook.
There's Brunswick. Leper Brook. Going.
If they would have brought the dogs in, they would have been able to find them.
We're close. There's the park. Elizabeth Street's right here.
Okay. See, I can't even print this out. That's the bitch of it. I'm going to shrink it a little bit.
Wait a second. I have an idea. I can videotape what you're showing me. 'Cause
Okay.
since he's recording. Or take pictures, either one. Whatever you want. I'll video.
So you have... I just lost it again. I was there, just lost it. Give me a minute.
Elizabeth?
Yeah, where are we again?
There's the park. Elizabeth should be.
Seriously, turn me
Right here.
around twice, I get lost.
Just
Okay.
put the dot here.
Put the
There.
dot. Oh, dot. Look at that. Woo. Okay, good. We have a dot. So then, dot goes away when I touch it. Queen Street, off of Queen Street. All right. So then, if he went across the street here, the X lives right up in Bible Hill area somewhere, or where?
In Bobble Hill, yeah, guest drive.
Right up. I'm lost again. Shit. We're going here for a sec. Queen Street. Okay.
That's the halfway house.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. That's where I'm getting. I don't know why. And that's why I put in pedophiles released in that year. Legally, where you have a child living in that area, legally you have a right to find out how many pedophiles were in that section when he went missing. And if they didn't give it to you, you want it.
I'll ask for that today.
Mm-hmm. And they're supposed to be registered, and they're supposed to be on the registration where you can get in to see it. You may have to pay $30 to get in to see it, but it's worth every penny. Okay? One name that I'm getting strong is Jeremy. I don't know who it is. I can't even get what he looks like. I'm also getting a last name. It could be a last name. It could be a street name or anything. Is McDonald. It could be M-A-C or M-C. I don't know which. But I didn't get this. I didn't pull this out of my hat. And that's where I kept getting was that spot. And that's why I wanted to bring it up. He is in this area somewhere, very, very close. Now, if they would have brought the dogs in that 3 hours that they were looking, or 3 hours that they wasted, you might have found them. And that's not your fault. That's theirs.
I know.
It's not the first time. The one case I worked on, Caldy brought in his dogs. And if Caldy's dogs tell you there's a body there, you know there's a body there. Okay? And the next year they said, oh, we found new evidence. Well, what evidence? Oh, well, she was raped. They found sperm on this bunch of wood that was blocked up. I said, seriously? Well, yes, we have new evidence. I said, if you can tell me that sperm can live on that wood for 2 years, I said, whoever the hell he is, I said, you definitely want to be getting lots of it, because I said it's magic sperm. I said, no two ways about it. But that was their excuse, and they stayed with it. So see, here is the other path that I was looking for, right here. This is a path right in there. Now, if you go from the halfway house over to here, and I don't know what road that is.
I guess where we're going.
It's that goes right to the river eventually. So it's just woods and a path that goes to the river, probably on the opposite side.
Okay.
But it's a big area, so.
Yeah, it is. If you can find somebody that'll volunteer cadaver dogs. I wish I could have helped you sooner. I really do, but like I said, I don't even watch the news, and that's why, because I get things from watching the news. So Annette will call me and say, do you see this? No. You know, the only reason she mentioned it, she's following your site, and last night she said, did you hear about this one? I said, which one? And she said, Dylan. I said, doesn't ring a bell. So she just showed me quick. I said, put it away. I said, ain't going there. I said, not yet. She said, I think you could help him. I said, well, if he comes to me, okay. And that's what I'm getting. I could be way out in left field, and I could be wrong. But that's where he's bringing me to.
This area here.
In that area there is the thing. So if you take and put that area, boop. Okay, so we were on Queen Street, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Do you know what the address of the halfway
Queen
house
Street's
is?
right here.
Okay, Queen Street is there. There's Elizabeth Street. Moore Street. C&J Brothers. I'm not saying they're involved. That's not Mackenzie's Towing. Service Center Auto Repair Shop.
Mackenzie's Towing, McDonald. Is there McDonald anything?
That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, Brunswick Street, Prince Street. Okay, here's the Queen Street. This is what I kept hitting on when it brought it up. So this would be the halfway house here, would it not?
Yep.
Right across from where I was getting. There's the Salmon River.
And then there's all that land.
Yep. And
That is huge.
you know what it is? But
With a dog, it would be easier.
It's not as big as you think, but it's...
Well, it looks big from the map. That's what I was saying.
yeah, and it is a long area. It is a big place to search too. And
With a group of people, maybe.
if you're gonna do it, you have to be shoulder length, arm length apart. And you literally have to drag your feet. Because now you're not looking for a body per se, you're looking for parts of bone. If you can find one bone, that's all you need, new evidence to bring to the cops. And they're going to have to bring the dogs in, and they're going to have to bring a search team in, and they're going to have to bring detectives in. Okay? And if they don't, you want to know why. You got a halfway house here, which I didn't know was there, but that's the halfway house.
Where is it?
Right there.
And you were pointing
Right
there.
facing,
Wow.
right. I kept getting this every time. That's why I said, what is it? And the halfway house is right across from it. The boots, like I said, were to throw everything off. And this guy's done it before. And it could be very well that the grandmother was threatened, not by you, but somebody else. Do you know what I mean? And I don't agree with her lying, but unfortunately, she's scared too. She feels bad enough as it is. You know, I know you're upset with her, but it's nothing she purposely did. That I do want you to know. I don't like her. You overlooked that. I have to tell you the truth on it. And she may have been she might be into stuff too that I don't agree with, but you overlook it. But it's nothing to harm the grandson. She loved him dearly. She did. And the worst part is when something like that happens, you go one way or the other. That's why I said there's no gray area. You either get so angry that you're just lashing out at everybody, or you sit back and say, let the police do it. Well, you did the opposite, which is good in one sense, not good in another. But it is going to bring you results. I wish it would have brought it sooner. But with what you're doing, you are going to have more people come forward. There's one person who is scared to come forward. And it's probably somebody who was in the halfway house at the time. And that he's not involved in any way, shape, or form, but he is scared. And that's where the problem comes in. So you got the tracks going up. This is why I wanted to find where the tracks were. Because he could come out back here, go for a walk, because they're allowed out through the day. So he's going for a walk through the tracks. Okay.
And see him there.
If the little guy comes through the back of the house, well, it's either way. If you found one boot here and one boot on the road over here, He didn't jump off the bridge into the river. That's my point. I don't mean to be cold and crude, but that's, there's one father, I had to say it in front of him. I said, the coyotes did not put dots across her body and say, okay, you take this side, we'll take this side. I said, that's the reality of it. And I don't like doing that, but that's what it is. The reality of it is I'm a realist, and I apologize, but that's me. So Queen Street, Ross's Furniture, Conway Custom Size, Moreau Court. He's smiling, but he's not saying anything.
He was good at that, saying nothing and smiling.
Oh, you got a Salmon River Road, too. Look at this. Queen Street turns into Salmon River Road.
Yep.
All right. No, he's not that far up. Okay, so we know that that's the halfway house. I want to go there. Come on. Boop. Nope, ain't gonna let me go there. I hate you. The only place I can get in on that area is right where he's letting me in. When anything happens, don't misunderstand me here, because I've been working on stuff like this, like I said, for years. And I always used to say, where are you? They always say in between. I'd ask them, were they in between heaven and hell, or what, purgatory? Nope, just in between. Took me 20 years because I'm slow. They're in between for reincarnation. They do meet God eventually, but it's when they reincarnate. I believe in God. I'm a very strong believer, and God's got my back. He always has. But I don't believe in heaven and hell. That was put there to make people fear the church and to make them sure they went to church, and this way the monks and the priests had control. So, and he's still in between. He hasn't left yet, because there's still things he wants to help you do. Okay? He's not in purgatory. All right? He's not in hell. He's in between. And yes, I do believe in reincarnation after some of the stuff I've seen. Yeah. I always wondered about it before. I was curious. But then it was like, okay, yeah, you can't make that up. So it's let's put it this way. That cross on my wall behind you, that went through a fire.
Oh, wow.
It did. If you take it off the wall and look at it, you can see the singe marks in around it. When my house burnt, the only thing that was left was anything that was blessed. There were circles around it. And one of the firemen came out and he said, I'm not going back in. He said, it's too freaky. He said, no way. And it's, like I said, I do believe in God. Very strong believer. I don't go to church every Sunday because I don't believe in the church. It's two different things. What I want...
You just hit me.
God is not the church. The church is man-made. God isn't. The thing is, they didn't search over here at all.
Search and rescue would have.
Over there?
Oh,
Down
yeah.
around Monroe Court?
Yep. Should have, as far as I know.
I don't have the biggest faith in search and rescue. The way they do it, they tear up more evidence than they give. Bring the dogs in first, then give it to search and rescue.
Hmm.
Cops never called in proper canine. The only certified cadaver dog or search and rescue dog in Nova Scotia was Halifax, and he offered his assistance on day 3, and then they told me they lost his paperwork. And then they said they used
That would have been Caldy.
They used the mannequin instead. His name was Jeff. This black lab. We went and found a cadaver dog team 3 months later because they didn't.
Where did the cadaver dog take you?
Didn't find anything.
Okay. If you can find the same cadaver dog again and bring him in around this area, because that scent is always going to stay.
Yeah, if he's there.
Always. And like I said, I could be wrong. I could be way out in left field.
I'll see if he'll come out and do one around this area. So.
Yeah, do that whole section. You can't go in on their property. You need permission. But if the dog takes you to that property,
It's a different story.
you know you're on the right track. And even though the dog takes you there, you still can't go in. You still have to call the cops, and the cops are not going to do jack shit because you're suing them. So you are going to find something. I don't know what. I wish I did know. Who in your family or her family passed away right before he went missing? An uncle?
You're the second person. She had, I do believe, an uncle pass away. Her brother, her father's brother. I think he passed away a year or two before Dylan went missing, but still not that long ago.
What was his name?
Can't think of his name.
He's with someone who passed away shortly before he went missing. He wants you to know he's not alone.
I keep thinking my dog was put down, and then he went missing a year later. And then a dog.
That wouldn't surprise me. Dogs are there too. A lot of psychics say, no, they're not. Oh, yes, they are. Dogs have souls, believe it or not. But there's somebody else too that he was around that he might not have been around him that much, but there's somebody with him. He's not alone.
I think, okay. I think she had a grandmother pass away not long before he went missing. And Dylan would have met her before.
That could have been the grandmother I was getting. I did get grandmother, and I got dinosaurs. Did he have a specific dinosaur that he liked playing with?
Yep, he did.
That's the one that I got. That's the one I meant to ask you to bring.
I don't have access to any of that because she won't let me yet.
I'm on the sex offender list. There's a Jeremy Kyle Donovan.
Bingo. Let me see.
It's Murder Machine, Nova Scotia area.
Doesn't
it's
matter.
added recently.
That's recently.
By recently, I mean wait. There's that's the whole list.
Oh yeah, believe me.
October 19, 2022, that's when they updated it. That was, he could be in that area before too. It's just they're updating the list.
It's, the thing is that as long as they're, if they're paroled, they keep track of them. But if they have done their full sentence, they have to record where they're at. But they don't keep track of them anymore. Yeah.
I forget.
I'm getting one person, but there could be more. There might be two. I don't know. I don't think so.
McLinuggan?
Huh?
I don't know his Fredericton one, but it's a weird name. It's just because he said McDonald. I thought maybe it would have been.
No. Go back. Can you go back to 20?
When you guys said Jeremy McDonald, my best friend's name was Jeremy McDonald.
Is that the guy that was searching the day I went?
No, I don't think. But he wouldn't have had anything to do with it.
No, but
impossible.
is he dead?
No.
He's still living?
Jeremy? Yeah.
Okay.
Our friendship went separate ways a year after his disappearance. With the drama and stuff, he had to back away, I guess. And
Yeah.
some people do.
Yeah, because you're upset. He's your best friend. He can't help you. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I wish I knew what to do to help you. I don't know what to do. We've always helped each other, but I don't know where I'm going here.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you to make contact with him again. And I'm going to tell you to apologize to him. You may not have been in the wrong, but sometimes good things start with an apology. And it doesn't matter who does it. Okay? He may have heard things in between. He may not tell you right away. That's okay. He doesn't want to hurt you. That's what you got to remember. And just let him know you're never going to stop looking. But that, I'm sorry if I said anything to hurt your feelings or anything to, push you away, because that's not what was meant.
Yeah.
Because if he does hear anything that way, he will contact you. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to say, contact me. He will. Close that gap. Bring that gap together again. Because you two together could do almost anything. Anything you put your mind to, you did it, right? Pretty well.
Pretty well.
So you get that gap. And he may want to contact you, but it's like, I don't want to bring all this drama on him again. That's his way of thinking. I don't want to hurt him again. I don't want him to go through this again. What he doesn't realize is you've never stopped going through it. That's the problem. And he'll never understand it, And it doesn't matter if he understands it or not. It's just that right now, he's saying Jeremy is, somehow or other, Jeremy's going to be your backup on something. I don't know what. Okay? Just call him and apologize. That's all. Don't bitch and harp at him. If he says anything, just write it down. Always keep a little pad and paper with you at all times. Now, it's good that you're online. It's good that you're keeping it alive. But you also have to watch what you say. Okay, very closely. Because sometimes they can use that against you in court, and you don't want that. Okay? What's the medication that you're taking?
Nothing.
What did they give you to take?
It's a newer pill, but I stopped taking it. It's just a Band-Aid. I wanted to work through it myself. And I've been doing okay.
Okay, a Band-Aid for what?
Medication is just a Band-Aid.
For what?
For depression, pain, suffering.
Okay. Best thing for depression, because you are dealing with it.
I'm dealing with the worst thing
I know that anybody could go through.
So.
Oh, yeah. And there's no two ways about it. I hate giving parents any information like that, but I have to. That's my gift.
I searched his name, and that's what came up, the post that you put about him, that you miss him.
Uh-huh.
Who's that?
Jeremy McDonald. I was looking for Jeremy's McDonald's, and
you found an apology thing? I've already apologized. He's never reached
But you
back
haven't
out.
apologized by phone or even face to face.
No, I haven't.
This doesn't matter. You can put anything on there. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's got to hear your voice. That's what counts. And Sometimes it's hard to swallow. Are you a Taurus?
I think he's an Aquarius.
Okay, that's why we're connecting. I'm an Aquarian. And we do tend to be overprotective of our family. And sometimes when I was younger, I used to back away from things that maybe I should have stayed through, but I didn't. For it, it's there. I was like, well, shit, I know I put it there. Where the hell is it? And it might be on the other side of the room. Does that happen a lot?
Yep.
That's him. He is strong enough now to move stuff.
I just thought I was going crazy, or I just misplaced things.
You're not going crazy. That is him letting you know I'm still here. That's the thing. It's the only way he can let you know. I had one client. Her mother passed away. And I told her, I said, they can flash the lights. They can flicker the lights. They can fuzz your TV up. A radio, they can make a phone ring, but it doesn't mean they're going to be on the other end. That's only in the movies. And I said, there's different ways that they can connect. I said, they can move stuff. Her TV started fuzzing all the time. She went out and bought a brand new TV. So she got this fellow to come in. She says, you can have this one for the kids, for the games. Oh, cool. He said, that's a color, right? She said, yeah, oh, good. So he's walking backwards going, Karen. And Karen says, what? Oh, she says, that's what it keeps doing. He said, it's unplugged. Mm-hmm. And he wouldn't touch it. He said, I don't care who you give it to. He said, I'm not taking it. And she called me and she goes, you were right. It was Mom. I said, I told you. I told you what to do. You wouldn't listen. So it's, needless to say, he doesn't go fix TVs anymore over at her house. But it's just that they have ways of getting through to you. Put only one picture online and leave that one picture, the closest one that you have. This goes everywhere. When they go, they turn into pure energy. Okay? And this is energy. This is electricity. So they can suck right into that. Not a problem. The only thing is that being shared all the time, it drains his energy. I want you to share it, but just the one picture. Don't put a whole bunch, please. Because you will drain him and he's not going to be able to help you. Okay? Definitely leave that one picture there. Definitely keep sharing the hell out of that one picture. But not 10 or 12, because then you've got them all over the place, is the thing. I do believe he is going to come to you. He will talk to you. In the morning, you may not remember all of it, but write down what you do remember. Oh, look, where did we just go to? Give me a minute. Haley Upper Parking Lot? What the hell is Haley?
I don't know.
Horseshoe Crescent, Truman House, College Road. Why the hell
Would
are
it
we
be
over
possible
here?
You're in
that
Bible
he
Hill.
took?
Oh, I'm in Bible Hill. Okay, what?
Would it be possible that he would have took College Road?
Possibility, because I didn't go over to College Road. I have no idea. This will happen sometimes as well. They can move things like this. And you're not going to have any control over it. Every time you go in, they're going to move it again. They're going to keep moving it. It's not your phone that's screwed up. They're trying to tell you something, and that's the only way they can do it. Okay? And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I apologize. I can only give you what I got.
Yep.
That's, you know what I mean? I'm not going to add. I'm not going to take away. I'm not going to pretend. But this is why you can't find him in the river.
Because he's not in the river.
He's not in the river. He never was. And like I said, I do get him suffocating. I don't get him drowning. I could be one. He might have been put in the water afterwards, but I don't think so. Because it's too easy to find and too much evidence. Whoever has done this has done it before many times. But after he got caught, now he's not going to leave anything. That's the problem when you get somebody that's that crazy to do something like that. So, just none of it makes any sense.
Was the step-grandfather already charged in the past for anything? No?
Not to my knowledge.
I don't know, why are you mentioning the step-grandfather?
Because that's what the other medium had mentioned.
He was one of the last people to see him, so he came home on his lunch for an hour, and then he went back to work, and then the grandmother took Dylan outside right away, and then Dylan vanishes. So they're the last two people to see him. So,
what's his name?
Jeff Parsons.
I'm not going to say it's not possible, but I'm not getting him. But I'm not going to say it's not possible. Okay? I really don't know. I'm getting Jeremy that is going to be able to help you. It's with this guy.
Are you able to put yourself in the person's shoes?
Kind of, in a sense. Why? What do you mean?
Would you be able to like sense where he is?
They are not allowed to tell you where they are. That's the problem. Okay? They can't. Sometimes some of them go against what they're supposed to do, but it's rare. When they go, it's just like going to school all over again. You gotta get in line, you know. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And to be able to put myself 100% in his shoes, no.
Like the bad person?
Oh, the bad person? I don't want to get in his shoes. I'll be honest with you.
I know what you mean.
Seriously, I don't.
I mean, like, to know the area or whatever.
This is the area.
Maybe his signature. To know his full name.
No.
No. A letter, maybe.
Other than the numbers and names that I've given you. But what I want is the triangle.
Yeah.
Okay? Because if we go back to...
We need a normal map so we could actually, like, draw
yeah.
it.
Anything that happened with him is in that triangle. So right now, you've already got... Let's go back here.